Hi everybody, and welcome to chapter 37. Right now I am on my way to Orillia. For those of you who don't know where Orillia is, it is north of Barrie, and I am going to support my IPAS kids at a film shoot. They are actually filming for, I think it's a television show called Pop Quiz. It's where teens do, it's like a game show where they do like pop quizzes about the pop culture. So this film company contacted somebody else in the area, and they contacted me to see if I had any kids that would be interested. And of course, you know, I had a few that were interested, which is great. I think it's a really good opportunity for them to just get practice on film and doing something else with their acting as well. So I'm excited for it. I am very late. It started at 8 o'clock and it's now 9:12, and it's going to take me about 40 minutes to get there, but that's okay because I told them I was going to pop in to support. So I'm on my way there, and I'll tell you guys how it goes in the next chapter. And also, I wanted to bring everyone's attention to something. When I was about 24 years old, I did a show called Born to Be a Star. Now, that was like my first event I ever did. So guys, not only do I write musicals and plays and stuff, and I know I could write a great movie, I do events. So let me tell you this. I think I said it in my earlier chapters, I'm not sure. Before there was America's Got Talent or Canada's Got Talent, there was Born to Be a Star. I mean, it was almost a replica of that show, but I think it was a little better. It was a little bit more engaging, a lot more fun. And if I ever do it again and you come to the show, you'll see why. I'm thinking of doing it this summer. Now, what Born to Be a Star is, it's a talent show competition for people of all ages. Ages like 4 years old. I might put the minimum at 6 this time, 6 years old, but 4 years old to any age. And there's categories, of course: singing, dancing, acting, playing a musical instrument, comedy. They could also do like a weird and wacky talent. There's like all sorts of different categories, and there's groups as well. You could enter as a group. And what happens is that they win a prize at the end, whether it's a photo shoot or like photo shoot for the modeling. Let me turn this off. Or money. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it this year. Well, if I do it this year. But also, there's a preliminaries, then there's a semifinals, and there's a finals. Now, in the finals, all the finalists get to stay at a hotel overnight. Everything's included, and everything and stuff is included, and they get to like relax, have fun in the pool, have a rehearsal for the show next day. And then the next day when they wake up, there's a big like breakfast buffet. They get their hair and makeup done. They get escorted in a limo to walk the red carpet at the finals. Now guys, it's so funny because when I did this show, of course I wanted it to be big, but I didn't realize how important it was to people. Like, we had people, I don't know, flying in from like England and New York to come and see their loved ones on stage in this competition. Like, it turned out to be that big, like crazy. And you know what? It's funny because last time when I did it, I remember on the day of the show, when the kids were getting ready at the hotel, I had people come to help me, like volunteers, but when I went to the theater, nothing was done. Like, the show was gonna start, I'm not kidding, the show, like the red carpet walk was like in an hour, and nothing was out. The red carpet wasn't out, nothing was out. I was so scared. I almost had a breakdown. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, the show's not happening today. This show's not happening today. What am I going to do? Oh my gosh. I have all these kids and I have nothing done. And you know what? I left it. I said, I can't do this right now. So I remember I had to go and I had to make sure everyone's at the hotel's getting ready. Everything's okay. And I had to get ready. And when I came back, I'm not kidding, this was like an hour before I came back and everything was there. I was like, oh my God, everything. I saw kids, like people outside holding up signs for their favorites, and it was like it was like a paparazzi event. It was so nice for the kids. I mean, even if they weren't real celebrities, they felt like celebrities. It was so nice. People were cheering them on as they went in. Oh my gosh, it was just such an amazing show. And let me tell you how the show goes. Well, I won't tell you too much, but we do have judges. There's 3 judges, and they judge the preliminaries, the semifinals, and the finals. And usually in the finals, we have guest performances. The kids that are in the show, they don't just do their own numbers. So they actually go to workshops. We work with them on their craft, on their performances. We don't tell them what to do, but we just make suggestions on how they can make it better. We teach them how to make their show better. I have so many stories of what happened with these kids. Like, some kids came and they weren't doing anything. Like, it was just like, I was like, oh no, they're not even gonna make it past the first round. And after the workshops, they ended up making it to the finals. Can you imagine? So we do the workshops, and all the kids, they're not just doing their own numbers, they're actually also doing opening numbers and halftime numbers. So they get to be in different parts of the show. And even some of the kids that didn't make it in the preliminaries or the semifinals, sometimes I'll bring them back to be a part of the performances, just to keep giving them that performance chance. And also, there's something called Alinka's Wild Card. I don't know if I'll do that this time, but they're like, you can be a wild card. Like, if you don't get chosen to go ahead, I can choose someone. So it's like really fun. And the judges judge everything up to the finals. In the finals, the audience and the judges judge. The judges get a lot more ballots than the audience, but the audience does it as well. So that's the fun thing. And I know you can say, oh, well, if this person brings all these people, if they bring like, let's say 30 people, then they're going to win for sure. No, that's not the case. I remember there was one lady, she was so nervous because she went in, there's also a modeling category. She went in the modeling category for her daughter. Well, her daughter went in there. And she's like, Alinka, I don't have one person. Like, I have no family. None of our friends are coming. I have no one. So it's not going to be fair for my daughter in the finals, because she's not going to win. And I said, you don't know that. And I told her, I forget her daughter's name, but I said, she's really good. So how do you know that? Because what happens is that, there might be somebody who has 30 people, but there's 400 more people in the audience that are voting on our category that have nobody in that category. So don't worry about it. And long story short, her daughter won the modeling category, and she couldn't believe it. I said, see? And I honestly didn't know if she was going to win. I wasn't sure. I was worried about that too, but she won. And she had not one person there. Not saying that you shouldn't bring people. You should, because it's nice to have people watch you perform, and, but it's a really fun, like, show. And we always try to make it like, even if they don't lose, they still win. So, that didn't make sense. Even if they don't win, they still do win, because it's just the way I set it up, make it really positive, and I still try to keep them in there, and tell them what they can work on next if they come for next year. But I want to start it up again, guys. Tell me what you think. Should I do Born to Be a Star? I'm telling you, like, especially kids, they will love this show. They will love this show. And I'm really excited about bringing it back this summer. I'll talk about it more in my next vlog. But stay tuned, because aside from like the featuring yous and the IPS shows, I know I said I wasn't doing another event, but this is different. It's not like a show. People are bringing their show to me, so that's a little easier for me. So catch me in chapter 38. I'm going to tell you more about it. I think I'm going to do it. See you soon.